All right, I'm Kara Cold. Today is Monday, July 17th, 2023. Let's make an album. So I've had this idea for a long time where I've kind of wanted to document my entire process of making an album. So I figured, why not start now? So I'm going to kind of go through the phases/steps that I take in order to create an album. And let's get started with the first phase, which is this. So in my pre-creation, collection, gathering phase, I do a couple things. The first thing that I do is I make a lot of notes. A lot of notes. Whether that's writing them down on a post-it note, typing them in my phone, typing them on the computer, making a voice note. I make lots of notes of just ideas and things that I like. Maybe there's something from a song that I like. Maybe there's a word that I heard that I'm like, oh, that's kind of inspiring. Let me put that down. Maybe I could use it for a track name later. Maybe there was a quote that I saw or a picture that I saw, a type of artwork, something new, a novel idea that I've learned about. And I just create and collect as many notes as I possibly can so that I can use them later. The second thing that I do in this pre-creation phase, after I make all of those notes, is I create a folder inside of my music production software, which is called a DAW. If you don't know that, a DAW is a digital audio workstation. That's basically the program that I use to create music. And I'll put a folder in there, and in that folder is all the sounds, loops, packs, kits, plugins, which are kind of like instruments, and effects that I might want to use. So I'll spend days, weeks even, just clicking through stuff that I like, playing around with an instrument and favoriting sounds, and then putting those in that folder for later so that when I am ready to make something that I think might make it on the album, I have kind of an idea machine to pick from. The third thing that I do is after I've created that folder of sounds and effects and things that I want to use, I create a template in my audio production software and the thing that I use to make music. And that template isn't set in stone, it's just a guide that I'm using to help me decide, okay, these are the kind of elements that I'm looking for in my track. So I'll have a bunch of notes, then I'll create a folder, and then I'll create a template. The next thing that I do is I actually get my studio ready. So I make sure that everything is clean. I turn the lights on the way that I want them to. Maybe I'm feeling a specific light color, so I'll put that on. I'll light my favorite candle. I'll make sure everything is in its right place and it's where it needs to be so that I'm ready to go. I want all my hardware instruments plugged in. I even try to clean out my computer if there's, an update that needs to happen. I want to do it now because I don't like to be creating things and just get stopped. If I'm in the flow, I want to be in the flow. So basically I get my studio ready to completely be in that flow state. And then this last thing that I do during my pre-creation phase might look like to some people part of my creation phase, which is the next part, but it's not really, not to me. Part of my pre-creation phase is using all of those notes and that folder and that template and just making as much art as I can. Make bad art, make good art, make art that I'm like, maybe this is cool, maybe it sucks, I don't know. Just creating as much as I possibly can and then putting those all into folders. I'm kind of basically taking a broader idea and I want to keep funneling it down step by step by step by step and condensing it until I reach something that I might like. And the folders that I create for these songs that I've created are titled like this. I have a maybe folder, a no folder, a not yet folder, and a yes folder. Those folders aren't really set in stone. Sometimes something from the maybe folder will bounce back into the yes folder. Something from the yes folder might bounce to the no folder. One of the more important folders in this is the not done yet or the not yet folder. A lot of times I find that I have an idea for a piece of art, a piece of music, but I don't really have the skills yet, or something is preventing me. Maybe there's an experience that I haven't experienced yet that's necessary for completing that piece of art. So I just keep it in the not done yet or the not yet folder. And that folder is actually proven to be really helpful for me. It's helped me finish a lot of things. It's helped me create songs that have performed very well. And so I really like that folder. For this album in particular, I'm going to focus on the yes folder, but I'm going to focus on a particular aspect of that yes folder. I just said that things will kind of move from folder to folder. They'll shift from the yes folder to the no folder to the maybe folder. But I really want to pay attention to things that don't shift from the yes folder. I've never moved it out of the yes folder. It's gonna stay in the yes folder. And that's kind of the goal / vision for this project. I don't have a specific vision or like concept just yet, which is actually kind of different from most of the projects that I work on. I normally kind of have a set concept and I work around that. This, I'm kind of doing it a little bit differently. I'm using my notes and folders and templates to guide me, but then I really want to just focus on songs that I'm like, yes, I love this. Every time I listen to it, my heart sinks in my chest in a good way. I feel comfortable, I feel at home, I feel proud, and I love it. And so that's the main goal really for this project, is to just every time I press play on each one of the songs that ends up on this album, I want to be like, yes, this is it. I love this. This is perfect. So this is just my pre-creation phase. I don't know how long this project's going to take. I don't have a deadline just yet because I am kind of in the gathering, collecting phase. So this could take me 6 months. It could take me a year. It could take me 18 months. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I know that I want to document this process. So hopefully you're down to join me on this journey of documenting the process and just, I don't know, taking a look at how I make an album. So until next time, peace.